I'd like to quickly introduce you to RAID Tool, the software that allows you to connect to the CalDigit VR. Let's go ahead and launch it down here. Here's what the home screen looks like. We see we have one CalDigit VR connected to this computer at the current time. There'd be other units here if we had more than one device. We get some basic information about the device listed here: the nickname, the serial number, firmware, system temperature, the RAID type, the status, the capacity, and also the bus that it's currently connected with. Now I've gone ahead and password protected RAID Tool. It's one of the great features. So it's going to prompt me for my password here. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that in, and we'll be able to access some of the features. The first button that we have here is the RAID information button. It gives us basic information about the drives and the RAID level. Next up is RAID configuration. We can set our RAIDs here, RAID 0, RAID 1, and so on. Email notification allows us to enter our email information. What this does is the CalDigit VR will send out an event log or notification to your email address if there's any event that happens with the device itself. Fan and temperature gives us the fan speed, the system temperature, and the disk temperatures individually there as well. And then event logs is just any events that have occurred with the CalDigit VR. Obviously slot 1 and slot 2, the drives are plugged in, we're good to go. This is the firmware update tab. We can update the firmware through here. And then misconfiguration, this is one of my favorite tabs. It allows us to do a few interesting things here. The LCD RAID config, we can turn that on or off. This is something you may want to turn off if your CalDigit VR is in a public place and you don't want people to be able to change your RAID level through the front LCD. Otherwise, you can leave it on and you can configure it through that. It's a nice feature. The beeper, it's an audible alert if there is any event or system failure. It'll put out an audible alert so you're aware of that. VR nickname is a really cool little feature. You can nickname your VR, give it a label this way. If you've got multiple ones, you can identify it. This also shows up on the front LCD panel, so you can easily just glance and see it, or you could put just a little vanity message there. And this is also where you set your password if you want to password protect RAID Tool, so other people can't mess with your settings. This last button here is scan for devices. If we add another CalDigit VR and we want to scan for it, we hit that button. And then lastly, online update. Click that. Search for a new version of the software online. No new version is available at the moment, so we know we're up to date. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy your CalDigit VR.